Okay, in 10.2 they want you to use the quadratic equation, but in reality for this question, the quadratic equation, I would never use it. What method would we actually use here? Good, we'd use the square root method because you have something squared and a constant. But I will use a quadratic formula because they're trying to teach you a particular skill. So for the quadratic formula, because there is no linear term, you're going to take it as 0. Alright, so I put in the values. I'm just going to crunch this out now. Plus, negative 0 just goes away. This is a 0, so this is going to go away. This goes away. What do we have? There's 16 times 9, 54, carry the 5, 144. So this is 144 all over 8. That's 12 over 8, which is going to reduce by 4 to each side, which is 3 over 2. Okay, so that comes out as 3 over 2. Now, in reality, we would not have done that way, right? We would have... The best technique, just to set the record straight, right? The best technique would be to isolate the squared term. And then... Oh, did we lose the negative? We did. I'm so glad I did this. I lost the negative, right? Because this negative here is going to not go away. So the square root of this is actually 12i. And when you reduce it, it becomes 3 over 2i. Wow, I almost didn't catch that. I'm glad I didn't have to do the video over. Okay, hope you guys are okay with that. So the square root of 144 is 12. The negative comes out as an I. Alright, but doing it the quick way, you get this. Then you take the square root of both sides. So g equals to plus or minus. Square root of 9 is 3. Square root of 4 is 2. Square root of a negative is I. So you can see that this is the technique you would use. You'd use the square root method for this, and it's much quicker. The factoring and the square root method are the best methods if you can use them, just because they're very fast. The quadratic and formula and completing the square are the longest methods, but they're the most rigorous or best methods because they will solve anything. So they're just the quadratic formula and the square and the completing the square method will work on any and all problems, easy or difficult. Whereas the factoring method and the square root method will only work on certain types. Okay, gang, that's it on this one.